And even more breaking news from overnight in East Orange County, where there's been a deadly crash involving a pedestrian.
State troopers investigating a deadly crash involving a pedestrian. It happened.
Yet another crash where someone died in the middle of the road.
So why did we launch Best Foot Forward? Back in 2011, a report came out called Dangerous by Design that ranked Central Florida as the most dangerous area in the nation for pedestrians.
We have to watch out for the cars instead of them watching out for us.
Being on the front page of the New York Times certainly got people's attention because we agree we are much better than this. So a coalition was formed and said we want to speak in one voice and really focus on decreasing fatalities and really changing people's behavior.
Keeping residents and visitors safe is a top priority in the city of Orlando, and that includes safety as you're walking our street.
It's about the safety of the pedestrians, the drivers, and so forth. And we got to, again, life is too valuable. We got to change the mindset.
We start today with education, with enforcement, with a whole lot of important actions before any more people die on our streets.
So the question was, what can we do as a coalition that can really make a measurable difference? We are going to focus on getting more drivers to stop for pedestrians and crosswalks. The reason why we're focusing on drivers and crosswalks is that if drivers stop for people in crosswalks, more people will use crosswalks.
They do say this case is a tragic reminder. Crosswalks matter.
The coalition looked at crosswalks across the county and the city and determined which ones were can enforce the law. Number 2, in close proximity to schools. Number 3, walkable. And then from there, we sent data collectors out that actually tracked and measured how many drivers stop for a pedestrian and crosswalk. Then, enforcement.
The best way that we probably can change behavior of pedestrians and drivers is to ensure that we have appropriate enforcement.
And the media certainly covered this.
The guy in the blue shirt's a cop trying to make a point.
Silver Honda northbound, left lane.
By trying to safely cross the street.
Southbound, black Kia, 4-door, right lane.
He ended up dodging cars.
You didn't see him? He was pretty obvious.
Operation Best Foot Forward's been in place for a few months. Over 1,600 warnings have been given out to people who did not stop with a person legally in the crosswalk. This was day 1 for actual tickets.
The way the law reads, once the pedestrian enters the crosswalk, people coming from either direction are obligated to stop, let him cross safely. If they don't stop, they get a $164 reminder.
It's your obligation to stop for that pedestrian.
Southbound, blue Honda SUV, southbound, right lane. Didn't even slow down.
In an hour at only 2 spots, cops wrote 64 tickets. With more cops available, they felt they could have written 100. In Orlando, Orange County, Dave McDaniel, West 2 News.
So the question is it making a difference? The answer is yes. We have tracked and enforced the driver yield law at more than 100 crosswalks in Orange County. We have also seen more drivers stopping for people using crosswalks. So personally, my mic drop moment was when I turned on the TV and saw.
Now, Jamie just mentioned the Best Foot Forward campaign. This is that traffic enforcement to make sure that people are following the rules of the road when it comes to crosswalk enforcement. Best Foot Forward has shared their locations with me so I could tell you about them, not just so that you could avoid getting a ticket, but so that you can know what the rules of the road are.
It started becoming part of their morning traffic report. So what we're doing here is we're starting to change the conversation. We recently expanded into Osceola County.
It's all about safety. It's all about education.
This has helped bring about awareness as well to the community. We need to make it better, not only for the people who live here, but the thousands that visit every year as well.
Today, Kissimmee Police and Osceola County deputies fanned out at locations throughout the county to put drivers to the test.
Go down that white here.
And failing to yield is going to cost you.
We're going to get a citation for driving through the crosswalk with a pedestrian there, okay?
We have a community that is unsafe by design. Cars are going too fast and people are not paying attention.
And so just recently, Seminole County, they're on board, had our first kickoff meeting, all gathered and said, what can we do? We want to be a part of this and launch it here. The Best Foot Forward program has garnered statewide and national attention because we're able to track these measurable results. So the good news is, as a community, we are putting our best foot forward. We are making a difference, but we have a long ways to go.